Good morning. My name is Ava, and this is Good Morning America. It is the morning of Monday, November 5th, and tomorrow is the presidential election, and we will figure out who will be the next president of the United States. Barack Obama, leader of the Democratic Party in Washington, D.C. this morning to tell us everything about the election process. Good morning, Emme. How are you today?
Good morning, Ava. Thank you. And thank you, Mr. Obama, for coming today. I know you have a lot on your plate.
Oh, no, it's my pleasure.
So tell us a little bit how this works, the whole election process and everything. How has it affected you?
Well, Emme, it has been very stressful, but I knew to see this coming from the whole beginning, and I knew I could handle it.
So, how does the election process go?
Well, as you know, according to the United States Constitution, the presidential election is to be held every 4 years. The process of electing a president and his vice president happens way before Election Day. In order to officially represent a political party, in my case Democratic, a candidate must be nominated by that party.
Okay, so the whole process happens long before the presidential election in November?
Yes, all election years start with the primaries and caucuses, which determines the Democratic candidate will compete against which Republican candidate in the presidential election. In some cases, one of the parties may have the current president running for a second term.
So, who votes in the primaries and caucuses?
In some states, all people vote for who they want to run for each party, but in some states, only Democrats vote for the Democratic Party, and then the Republicans vote for the Republican Party.
So, is this voting set on like a specific date?
No, the dates of the primaries and caucuses are different in each federal state.
Do citizens directly vote for each candidate?
No, the citizens vote for delegates who are bound to each candidate.
So, like, how many delegates are there?
Altogether, there are 2,286 delegates elected for each party.
How does the candidate win in the primaries and caucuses?
The winner of the primaries is the candidate who ultimately obtains more than half of the delegates' votes. Officially, the delegates only vote for their candidate at the party's national convention.
So what would happen if like none of the candidates got more than half the votes?
Well, negotiations would be held, then some candidates may withdraw. Then delegates will vote again and again until one candidate officially wins.
Oh, so there's like a lot more to becoming a president than what we thought.
Yes, then after the national convention in November, that is when the official presidential election takes place between the Republican and Democratic candidates, voted on by the citizens of each state over 18.
So here, do the citizens vote directly for the presidents then?
No, like the primaries and caucuses, U.S. citizens vote for electors who pledge to vote for one of the candidates.
So how many electors are there?
There are different amounts of electors in each state based on that state's population.
Okay, so I'm a little confused. Does each candidate need more than half of the electors' votes like the primaries and caucuses do?
Yes, altogether there are 538 electors. So in the end, the winning candidate needs to have more than half of the electors' votes, and whoever does is almost always going to be the next president.
Oh, so then it's over and that person wins, right?
Not exactly. The new president is officially decided by the Electoral College on December 17th, and all the electors cast their votes in the states. These votes are counted on a later date, which is January 6th. It is that day that will decide who will be the president for the next 4 years.
Thank you, Mr. Obama, for taking your time with us today and teaching us everything we didn't know before about the president election. Best of luck to you.
Thank you. It was a pleasure being here.
Thank you, Emme, and thank you, Mr. Obama. Well, that is all for today. Remember to vote. See you tomorrow.